G'day, I'm Scott Poynton and welcome to My Carbon Zero. You're a business and you're interested in learning more about how you can take climate action, or perhaps how you can extend the climate action that you're already doing. So I thought we'd make a quick video just to talk you through the whole logic of My Carbon Zero for businesses. What we're finding is that there's a lot of businesses that haven't yet taken their first steps to grapple with their My Carbon Zero journey or climate change, climate action. So we set up My Carbon Zero for businesses to really help companies get started on that journey. So what do? We work with you to look at what your carbon footprint is. That comes later, in fact. We're more interested in helping you get started on actions to reduce your emissions, what we're calling R1 actions, actions to reduce your overall emissions. And we can start on that tomorrow. We don't need to go through a big long calculation where you pay expensive consultants to come and work out your carbon footprint for you. It's important to know the numbers, we're not denying that, but what we don't want to see is the vast amounts of money that you might spend working that out to the 10th decimal place, getting in the way of starting action today. So that can come, but what we can start doing is looking at your overall business and working out where emissions reduction possibilities already exist and getting started on that. The second thing is looking at where you might be able to support projects to reduce emissions elsewhere. And this is not offsetting. We're not a great fan of offsetting, but what we are a fan of here at My Carbon Zero is inspiring people to take action to reduce emissions. So reduce your own emissions through R1 actions, but then reduce emissions elsewhere through R2 actions. And we can talk to you what that looks like. It could be, for example, sponsoring girls' education in third world countries, which has a huge impact on reducing emissions. That's just one example. We can talk to you about that, about what else could be possible. The third step is what we call R3 actions, and this is the most critical. As a business, since your inception, you've been putting carbon up into the atmosphere, the same as I have as an individual since I was born. Cause carbon to be emitted through our life, through the actions we take. Some businesses more than others. So what we want to do is to help you take that carbon back out of the atmosphere. This is the essential difference between My Carbon Zero and other programs out there. And the reason we've set this up is not to make it harder for you, but because the other actions where we talk about carbon neutrality, carbon offsetting, just don't go far enough. They're about taking your annual emissions out of, reducing the same amount of your annual emissions somewhere else. It's not enough. We need you to take this big pile of rubbish that's in the atmosphere, represented by your carbon emissions over the lifetime of your business. We need that out of the atmosphere. And that's what we're doing with what we call R3 actions, removing carbon from the atmosphere. Critically important step. No one else is doing it. Okay, so what we look at there is setting up an investment program where you can invest in projects that actually take carbon out of the atmosphere. And that could be getting it back into the soil, for example, through improved agricultural practices. It could be tree planting. It could be getting carbon into the built environment through using innovative techniques of bringing, for example, rice husk into building bricks and things like this. There's a whole range of projects out there that can take carbon out of the atmosphere. So we'll work with you on that to actually help you set up such a program. Now, beyond that, you may or may not have a broad sustainability ESG program. A lot of companies don't. And you may see the climate action as just part of an overall program. Well, we can help you with that as well, because this is the work that I've been doing for the last 20 years as part of my work with the Forest Trust, now Earthworm Foundation, helping companies set goals in a broad sustainability context, environmental and social governance. So we can help you on that and have My Carbon Zero as one pillar of that overall ESG program. Now, you may already have such a program, but perhaps you feel it needs a bit of strengthening, a bit of work. We can do that as well. Quite different My Carbon Zero for businesses versus My Carbon Zero for individuals. Individuals can sign up and get going straight away. Every business is really different. And so what we inspire you or invite you to do is to get in touch. There's a button on the website where you can get in touch, or just drop us an email where we can actually start having a conversation about what you need as a business to help you move forward in a strong and credible way that's meaningful for you all inside the business, meaningful for founders, CEOs, everyone in the business to feel that your business is taking strong climate action. But meaningful for your customers, your investors, all of your stakeholders. More and more people are looking for businesses to take this strong action now. So we're here to help you do that, either just focusing on the climate action with My Carbon Zero, or more broadly as part of a pillar to a broader ESG sustainability program. We hope you find that interesting. We look forward to talking to you. Drop us a line and we'll see if we can help you on this overall journey to help make the planet better and to help build your business around strong, credible action that you can take to your colleagues, that you can take to your customers, and you can take to your investors. Hope that helps. Do get in touch. Thanks very much.